Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverley and it's lovely to see you today. In this video I'm going to be doing a little book review, so grab that cup of tea, let's get to it. Now usually in these reviews I do have a cup of tea with me, but today I'm not feeling too well, so I'm not going to have a cup of tea because just had one in there and I already feel a bit sick. I have what I call a migraine hangover, which if you suffer from migraines you'll probably know what I mean. So I thought I'd just come and have a little chitty chat to you. So today we are doing a review of the Llewelyns series. They're the Sabbath Essentials series and this is the Yule book. It's a really pretty book. So that's what we're talking about today. Don't forget, if you're new here, you can click the subscribe button to become part of the butterfly family. We would love to have you. Don't forget to leave me a like and a comment. But let's get to it, shall we? So the Sabbath series by Llewellyn. I love the Llewelyn's books. They will focus down on one subject. So they have these big textbooks that look like exercise books you used to have when you were at school. And they have those about tarot, and they have one that's called correspondences, which is great for if you're putting spells together and you need to know like the meaning behind each different thing. That's brilliant. And they brought these out. They did also recently bring out Elements series, which is really good, which is like 4 books about each of the elements. This is each book is about the different Sabbats in the Wheel of the Year, and this one was about Yule, and I'm just learning about working with the Wheel of the Year, so I thought it'd be really nice to start with Yule because I just discovered that these books existed and I thought it'd be really nice to talk about. But I'm going to be honest, I didn't finish the book. In fact, I didn't get very far. I've left my bookmark in there and I'm on like page 50. I'm not very far into it at all. And it's not the fault of the book. I actually would really recommend this book if you want to learn more about working with the Sabbats and working with the Wheel of the Year. All of the books are really good. I have read, like I said, I've read other books by Llewellyn's on different subjects and they're always really in depth, really easy to read, and just very easy to read, very well researched, and I really love reading them. So I was really excited to read this book. The reason I didn't finish the book, however, is because Christmas is a very triggering time for me and my mental health. It's when there isn't a lot of sunlight, and that can be very triggering for our mental health anyway. But as well as that is the fact that since my grandparents passed away and my parents broke up, Christmas just doesn't feel the same. And so I was reading all about the traditions and the past to do with Yule, and it was just really triggering a lot of emotions and really triggering my mental health. And I was trying to push through, and in the end I had to say no. And that's okay. That's why I'm here talking about this. Like, I think it's important to know that sometimes you can't do the things you said you were going to do because of your mental health, because that thing is triggering you, or it's making your anxiety bad, or it's, you know, it's just making things hard. And we have to protect our mental health. Even though I love making videos for you guys, I have to be real about who I am and what triggers me. And for me, it's Christmas. And honestly, I wanted to find new ways of celebrating, but I was just really struggling with reading this book, and I think I'm going to come back to it in like the summer when I'm nowhere near the actual dates and read it then. I think that's going to be a lot easier for me. So yeah, I would recommend these books. I'll leave affiliate links to all the books that I've mentioned because there are a lot of Llewellyn's books, and if you just look them up, they're really widely respected in the witchcraft community, and these books are really good. They've got one out for each of the Sabbats and they're just really good to read. So yeah, just look after your mental health, guys. Just remember that you don't have to do the things that you said you're going to do if they're making you struggle, or they're not making you feel too well, or they're not good for your mental health. So I just wanted to reiterate that, you know, sometimes it's a mental health reason and that is perfectly fine. So I hope you don't mind that I didn't read it. However, I'm not saying it's the book's fault, it's because it's Christmas. I should have started with a different book. Anyway, let's talk about the next book for next month. I've already started reading this and I'm really enjoying it. So this is Herbal Tea Magic for the Modern Witch, and this I just did a video talking about the things that I want to learn this year, and one of the things is tea magic. I do love working with tea and drinking tea. Tea is one of my favourite things, and so the thought of bringing my magic into the things that I naturally just gravitate to and enjoy is really good. And this book's just come out. I think I pre-ordered it, but it's a practical guide to healing herbs, tea leaf reading and botanical spells. So I think this is going to be a really good book. Don't forget, if you want to read along with me, there'll be an affiliate link down in the description so that you can get it. And if you use my links to buy these things, then I get a little bit of money back, which helps me with buying books and fabrics. Now I'm sewing here on the channel, and it just helps me keep things going. No pressure, but it would be appreciated. I know this wasn't my usual book review. I apologise for that. I'm really not feeling well, so I think I'm going to go and have a lie down. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video anyway. If you did, don't forget to head down below and leave it a cheeky little like so I know that you enjoyed it and I can bring more like this to the channel in future. While you're down there, leave me a comment. Have you read any of these books? Are you interested in any of these things? What Llewelyns books have you read? Do you do much for Yule, or is it triggering for you as well? I know it triggers a lot of people, so I'm not alone in struggling around Christmas time. So let me know all the things down below. And last but certainly not least, if you like my content, if you like my face, don't forget to head down below and hit that subscribe button. Ring that little bell so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here Mondays and Fridays, my health permitting. I always do my very best to be here with you every week, twice a week. Take care everyone, have a lovely week, and remember, say no if you need to. Bye!